This just in, 13-year-old kid invents free energy. Electrical engineers struggle to keep up with his elite intellect.
Some kid has made some claims that need rectification.
They put in, they're against the laws of physics.
Our very own Landon Miller sits down for an exclusive interview with the young boy. Full story at 11. Now let's check in with our panel of analysts. Okay, so this video was suggested by a commenter to review this video. Yeah, sure, I'm on vacation, but what the heck, I'll do it. This video is a couple years old now. It's basically this news segment covering this 13-year-old kid, Max Loughan. Max Loughan. I don't know, take your guess.
Max Loughan,
who claims to have invented a free energy device for only $14.
A few months ago, Max took the matter into his own hands and created this electromagnetic harvester out of a coffee can, some wire, 2 coils, and a spoon.
This cost me 14 bucks.
He calls it an energy horizon gatherer, and it's fake, obviously. And there are 2 reasons I know that it's fake. For one, it would have to violate the laws of physics, and for another, I actually built it so that I can prove that it doesn't work. More on that later. Now let's be clear here, I'm not trying to hate on this kid, and neither should you. I'm sure he means well, and I'm sure he's a role model for other young kids to follow their dreams. But man, this free energy thing has gone too far. There is no such thing as free energy.
Not if you run an extension cord to your neighbor's house, dude.
Right. Wait, what? Who are you?
Dude, I'm like a righteous straw man, here to make easily disprovable points in support of free energy, dude.
Oh, thanks, I think. Now, the reason that these videos are faff is because energy can't be created out of nothing.
Yeah, dude, well, what about like aliens and magic and the reptilian overlords?
Well, aliens would have to abide by the same laws of physics as the rest of us. Magic is usually just manipulation, and I have no idea what that third argument means, despite hearing it remarkably often. Look, energy can't be created or destroyed. This is the second law of thermodynamics. It can only change forms. For instance, if you have a solar panel on your house, this energy isn't just appearing, it's coming from the sun, and the sun is getting it from fusion, and fusion. That energy was there from the very beginning of the universe. Our universe will start and end with the same amount of energy in it. I would expect anybody who wants to make a claim that they've created a free energy device to be very familiar with these rules. And that brings us to this kid, the legend, Max Loughan. Am I gonna retake that? Let's just watch.
If you got energy, you got power, you have everything.
So to solve this problem, a few months ago, Max took the matter into his own hands. The harvester conducts radio waves, thermal, and static energy, and turns it into electricity.
See, dude, it just uses like radio energy and stuff, and everybody knows that's in the air.
True, and to this video's credit, it is tapping into an actually existent source of energy, that being the energy that radiates through the air. This is being provided by the power lines, radio towers, and just other ambient noise that electronics put into the air. The problem is that this is nowhere near enough power. Within a cubic meter, there's only a couple of milliwatts of available power. And in order for a device to do what Max says it does, it would need to have approximately a 10,000% efficiency to power anything useful.
Hey man, don't knock it till you try it, am I right?
Okay, you know what? I will. I'll build this the exact same way Max did, and I'll prove that it does diddly squat. Let's go. Wait, first I need to figure out how Max built it. Okay, after doing a little looking around the internet, I have found some videos of Max actually explaining how his device works. So I'm gonna go off of what he said and build a circuit around that. Here's the video.
Here's how it works. You collect the energy on one side of the device, where it's then amplified, then polarized. The energy is then integrated into opposite polar semiconductors, where you put a coil around between and on each side of the electromagnetic module and collect the energy. Voila! Free energy!
Hello! Welcome to my highly sophisticated temporary laboratory. Let's make some free energy. So first thing that we need to do is collect the energy. The way that Max did this was with a very long wire antenna. But we can do a little bit better. We're gonna make ourselves a dipole antenna. Okay, so we're gonna take one end and put it into a breadboard here. We'll put that into the positive rail. And the other end, we're gonna wrap around a spoon. And there we go, now we have our antennas for collecting the ambient electrical energy. Now the next thing that we need to do is to amplify and polarize the signal that we get out of our antenna. So amplifying, it's pretty easy. We need a transformer. So let's take apart this old Tesla coil. Remember this from years ago? This is one of our coils. And my prototype's layer exciter secondary coil will be my other. This will be the input, this will be the output. So now we're gonna start amplifying our power. Let's put this into our circuit. Okay, so now we have our amplifier here, which is a primary to secondary transformer. And as you can see, it is much bigger than Max's is. So the next step is to polarize that electricity, and how do we do that? With a bridge rectifier, of course, which I pulled out of an old-timey power supply. There we go, I've got the rectifier mounted, and as well as the antennas. So now we can move on to the next step, which according to Max is that it needs to be integrated into opposite polar semiconductors. This is just physics lingo for a push-pull amplifier. Now this next part confuses some people.
You put a coil around between and on each side of the electromagnetic module and collect the energy.
It simply means that we need to have a transformer like this, with one primary coil in the center and two secondary coils on the outside. Now what this does is the output of our previous circuit goes into the primary coil. The secondary coils each have one of their ends shorted to ground, and the other wire will be our final output. The output of this transformer needs to be collected, and we're going to do that with a fairly sizable capacitor bank.
Voila! Free energy!
Finished! So let's probe across the capacitor bank and see what we've collected. Nothing! Oh, there we go. Alright, quick update. I figured out what the problem was. It was just missing a component, and now that I've added that in, it should work fine. Let's test it with the multimeter first to be sure. Just under 9 volts. Perfect. And I can prove to you that it's working with the strip of LEDs that I hootenannied together. Oh, there we go. I'm powering 3 LEDs using this electricity bucket. Neat, huh? Now I bet you're wondering, what's this last thing that I added to make it work? A battery, obviously. What, you really thought this piece of garbage was gonna do anything? Get real, man. I hate to break this to you, free energy believers, but beneath that piece of wood inside of Max's bucket was a battery. Yeah, so obviously this stupid bucket doesn't do anything. And you expect me to believe that Max was able to power a LED strip?
Lights.
Bing!
A $14 invention was able to do that.
Alright, let's just say for the sake of argument that this thing works as advertised and it pulls unused energy out of the air. Well, where does that energy come from? It comes from radio towers and power lines, and if you follow it upstream, that all goes back to a power plant. So still, somebody is paying for that power. You thought I was kidding earlier when I said just steal power from your neighbors?
Dude, but like I said that.
Shut up! It's easy to laugh and be cynical and say that this kid is a fraud, which he is. And to a certain extent, we should be concerned about his spreading of misinformation, because that's not gonna help make the world a better place by lying to people. But I have to applaud Max for trying to bring out the best in others, even if the way that he goes about that is very dubious. I mean, he must be doing something right. After all, he did end up on the local news, and I never ended up on the local news when I was a teenager. At least not for anything good. And yeah, Max is hardly the greatest offender that there is out there. I mean, some of the videos on the internet are just absurdly and obviously wrong, and they only exist to get views and make money, which they don't even have a good moral behind them. Like, Max is at least trying to help people, and others are just trying to make money off of this. I guess the best thing that you could do is just not pay attention to it. If you never click on the videos, then you never give these people any money, and that's kind of why I've been hesitant to review all of these free energy videos, because I'll have to watch them like 10 times and watch their ads. No thanks. Look, I'm doing my part. I'm just trying to teach everybody about how electronics and energy works so that they don't fall for this stuff. Hopefully, the more people educate themselves, the quicker people will realize that this stuff is fake and to stop spending their time with it. And then maybe the world will indeed have a few less stupid people in it.
Yeah, but did you know that the Earth is like totally flat, man? I got proof.
Well, son of a... We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for a special news bulletin. My brother wrote a book. If you like post-apocalyptic sci-fi horror action novels, maybe you should give this one a try. I have read the first chapter and can confirm that it is a book. This book is 100% guaranteed to turn you into a pessimist. So if you have a friend or relative who's just having too good a life, give this to them. It'll really ruin their day. And it also makes a fantastic cup holder. Just look at this cover art. My goodness. Link will be down below to get your very own copy. No matter what, Charles reassured over the radio, don't stop moving. I doubt these things will just leave. Suspense. Form is inbound. Get these things moving. Glyph ordered. What kind of fresh hell is this? He continued under his breath. Action. We're just passing through, a man said with a deep crackled voice. Character building. Come on, Nicole. Charles grabbed her hand. Stay with me. I'm not crying.